SEMA, Mr. Truck.
Mr. Truck here. We are at SEMA 2015. Everything's here. All the latest and greatest. Accessories, trucks, trailers, the whole ball of wax. A lot of trucks I've never seen before. Ideas I've never even heard of before. This is where they're at. We're going to show you what we can find, and there's a lot here. It's kind of like describing the Grand Canyon. It is so big, so awesome, so many people here, and so many products, stuff you've never even thought of or even heard of. We're going to bring you all we can, so stay tuned to MrTruck.com.
Back of the woods. That's where they're standing
Here at SEMA, it's 2015, and a real showstopper. I have no idea what it is. It's just amazing. Everybody's been looking at this, and I get to talk to somebody who knows all about it. And what's your name, sir?
Chris Arimas.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, cool. Well, this thing looks like a Mad Max car. Nobody knows. Tell us all about it.
Well, its name is Valerian Steel. It was made at Playa Works here in Vegas, and it took us about 5.5 months to make, upwards of 2,000 hours to put into it. It's all stainless steel, custom made. It was a commissioned art piece for Burning Man, and it's 29 feet long. It has a 4 or 5 liter engine in it. This is a kinetic sculpture on the top. It's the second edition of Henry Cheng's what was inspired by a watch winding mechanism, a tourbillon. And so all the gears turn together in unison by hand crank, but it's immobilized now for safety.
I was wondering about that, if it actually turned, but so the motor turns there, is there a clutch on it? Is that what it is? It's live sculpture?
That's a hand crank.
Oh, it's a hand crank, okay. Yeah, a lot of stainless steel. I saw you polished it the first day it was here, or brushed it with a steel wire brush.
Well, it's trying to catch up. It's still a work in progress. So we've been working long days and many nights to get this done to the point that it's at in the last 5.5 months. And the cleaning of the welds was one of the things we hadn't got to yet, and so I had to do it on site here.
Oh yeah. What's top speed of this?
Well, it's still a work in progress. So we haven't really the alignment isn't really set, and the suspension still needs to be tuned, and so I don't really feel comfortable going more than 35 in it.
Okay, as long as it is, it's got to be a soft ride.
Yeah. But when it's done, it'll have a comfortable cruising speed around 60 with the top of around 90 or 100.
There you go. That'd be fun to watch. Just go 100 miles. 100 miles an hour. Awesome.
Yeah,
this is beautiful. We're gonna show everybody the whole machine, because it's hard to describe. There's so much of it there.
Sure. Well, I'll show you where it started at. This is really where the car started at. It was Henry's visualization of how he wanted to make the front end to exemplify his artistic style, which you can see in his other cars that he's made too. And then branching out from there, it was connect the dots with the consistent sort of style. These tires that actually had to be custom made for us, because this size was the largest that they could make. It wasn't like production size, so these are the biggest that we could get. They were made for us. This differential and suspension, it was made in-house, and it's a pretty attractive design, I think.
You can see the brakes are actually on the axles. This whole place probably could put on the price. Like there's like a hump in the drive. He's going to twirl this for us. This will be awesome. This is like a watch, internal workings of a mechanical watch. Wow. Pretty cool. So that's what's next is a timepiece clock face on it?
My name is Dan Pass. I'm in the PR department of Nissan. I am joined here by Steve Sanders of Cummins and Brent Hagan from our product planning department. We thank you all for coming out to see sort of our latest, I would call it mayhem, or our latest project, if you will, about what we've come up with. We've had a great partnership thus far. We announced in August of 2013 with Cummins. It's gone through to the creation of this truck right here, and now we'd like to show you sort of what we have planned next. Introducing Project Triple Nickel. Triple Nickel, 555 pound-feet of torque, and to talk more about it, here's Steve.
Thank you very much, Dan. Steve Sanders with Cummins, the marketing team. So we've been working with Nissan for about 5 years on this project, the project in which we're standing in. And now that we're about a month away from launching the Titan XD powered by the 5-liter Cummins, we've got such a good working relationship with both teams, we thought, well, what can we keep doing with that positive energy? Both sides, we have a lot of volunteers that have done some Bonneville record-holding events, both from Cummins and Nissan, and they've been trying to get us to do something like this for a while. So Cummins' history in racing and land speed goes way back to almost the beginning. Plessy Cummins, our founder, used the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to prove diesel durability and reliability, including going to Bonneville with Indy cars, Daytona, setting records with Indy cars, and then just endurance runs and trucks, etc. So the salt's definitely in our blood, and we want to go back. So we ended up with Brent Hagan to talk a bit more about truck specifics.
Thank you. In case it wasn't clear from Dan and Steve, we're going to land speed record racing with this truck. Nissan is very, very proud of our partnership with Cummins, the history that we've worked together. It's a great partnership, great collaboration, so we wanted to further that with new projects, something that would reinforce what we've already done, but give us some new learnings to help with the development of the current truck. So as we launch it and as we go through the refinement as we normally would have in the life cycle, we'll use learnings from testing this truck at its limits with land speed record racing. We'll use that and pay that back into the truck that we have in the market and take those learnings and opportunities and put it back in the truck for the customers. Nissan's history with land speed record, most recently we did some testing with, or actually held a land speed record with our hard body back in 1994. Did 142 miles an hour with it and have numerous records prior to that. So there's a history there with Nissan, but this is a great new opportunity to take this truck, test it at its limits, and really push and see what we can get out of it. We have currently Nissan has employees that are land speed record holders themselves in their own rights that they do on their own basis with their own teams. They're actually going to be technical advisors supporting this activity from our side, volunteering and helping out to make sure that we hit our goals and working with us. So this is going to be a collaborative effort both from the Cummins side and with their employees, their land speed record holders, and then Nissan and its employees that are land speed record holders. And then lastly, while we're showing you this truck that looks great, it looks almost like it's in a finished state, the honest truth is that this is a beginning of an announcement. This isn't some culmination, some ending that we can say, look at this great truck that's ready to go on the salt flats tomorrow. The truth is this is the beginning for us. This is a truck that we've worked hard to get ready for this show, to show you our intentions and our aspirations. But we're going to be working together through the development to take this truck to the salt flats to be breaking records here pretty soon. But this is a work in progress, it's under construction. So please don't expect that this truck is ready to go tomorrow. But this is going to continue and be a partnership that we'll proceed with.
She's wobbling.
No, it's a lot easier than you think.
Wow.
That's the problem on the Segway. Like if you go to fall down, hey, I watched that long cop engine around face.
Wow.
It is not that bad. If anybody like we're starting off with that, because you don't really know what to do.
Can I do a somersault?
I can't do that.
Do a backflip.
He's fine. He'll be taken off in like 10 minutes.
Wow, that's just too cool.
In 10 minutes, I'm going now.
Holy cow.
You're not going very fast.
Pretty cool.
Now says what time?
10.
Welcome to SEMA, Mr. Truck.
So this is like 1,000 miles.
Shots when you can. Did you get all that?
First timers, what do you think? That's awesome. Good deal. So now you're hooked. Welcome to the club. Is your
Yeah. 50 cars or whatever that they haven't worked on forever, and they go make a deal with them. They take one of those cars and rebuild it for them if they give them, 10 or 20 cars to sell. So then they build a really fancy one, and then they sell the rest of it. Truck here, 2015 SEMA, looking for all the cool stuff, and we found another one. It is this tailgate lift from UltraFab. And David's going to tell me all about it. How does this work? How much does it lift? And all the whole details.
Well, the neatest thing about this tailgate lift is once it's initially set up, you can install it in less than 3.5 minutes. Basically, it's connecting 6 different bolts, and it hangs on the geometry of the truck as it exists. There is no alterations to your truck at all.
That's cool.
Yeah, so once you hang it on the truck and you connect these bolts here to the floor, it's very rigid. And then it operates on a 7-way plug that hooks right into your 7-way plug on your truck.
That's simple.
So it's really kind of hang it, connect the bolts, plug it in, ready to go.
Oh, awesome. The switch is already right there in the pole.
Switches are here. This unit can lift 1,000 pounds. It uses the same geometry here and here as what's on the truck, which makes it a universal fit for GM, Ford, and Chrysler. So there's only one SKU. So we get it up here to the top. Click it in.
Wow.
Ready to go.
Wow. So your locking tailgate would work and all that. If it has a locking tailgate.
Well, the locking tailgate, we don't have that all figured out yet, but what you do is you disconnect the wire that goes to your tailgate so you can use the tailgate lift. When you're done using the lift, like I said, it only takes 3.5 minutes to put it on, 3.5 minutes to take it off. Click it back together again, you're ready to go.
Well, that's awesome. If you're lifting 55-gallon drums or even hay bales or an engine or so, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's the weight rating on it?
1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I can get on this thing. This is awesome.
Refrigerator, washer, dryer, landscaping equipment, you name it, it'll lift it.
Yeah, 1,000 pounds. That's, they're getting in a motorcycle range and four-wheeler range.
Yeah.
It's got to make a longer tailgate and you can lift all that stuff.
Well, it extends the bed of your truck by 10 inches also.
Okay. Well,
So if you get your toolbox up here, you still need to slide stuff in. It gives you that extra room.
Well, that's neat. What's, I don't know if we should talk about retail price or not. Okay, we won't talk about retail price.
Retail's $2,100.
Well, that's not bad.
No, it's really very competitive against anything else that's out there.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of this going on. So that's cool. I mean, you got your tail lights up high. If that's part of it.
Yep.
So I guess what the legal distance is 4 feet. You're not even 4 feet,
No,
right?
no.
So you don't have to worry about any breaking any laws. I
Right.
like it. It's a good idea. Well, thanks, David.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank
That's
you.
it.
All right.
¿Por qué?
David!
It was who knows? But they should just come down here too.
Another cool product we discovered last year at SEMA 2014, is the AGA USA. And we got one of these last year from Randy, and we used it all year long. We charged our phones, we charged our trailer, we charged our trucks. And our trailers got lifting jacks on. A lot of times, you know, they would be run down, so we'd take this and take it out there and boost it. And David used it all during SEMA. And here we are, SEMA 15, and they're still here. They're still making great products.
Right.
And is there anything new and improved about it, Randy?
Well, what we're coming out with, which is like a newer, smaller model with the 12,200, 400 cranking amps, and it still has a wallop of a crank. So, but like I said, try to make it a little bit smaller. We're coming out with bigger models.
Okay.
Didn't make it in time for the show, but it's coming, so guaranteed. But like I said, here at the show, everybody loves it. They're plugging in to charge their phones and so forth. So now it's just they're the leaders in cell manufacturing, and you know, have a great product. So I'm really happy to be here.
We've used it for a year, and we've loved it. We've all shared it, but you know, you can charge up anything, and half of my crew's phones don't work half the time, so they're charging all the time. But no, it's great. It's great, and it's an AGA, so it's, you know, it's one of the. This is one of the new trends. Everybody wants a small charger, boost your car. And we boosted the truck many times. We boosted the trailer, and get the jack working a lot. So it saved us. It's great. Well, cool. Well, I hope you had a good show, Randy.
Had a great show.
2016 SEMA. Come out and see. Well, I guess I can't see it. It's all over. What's your website?
It's it's a mouthful. It's www.aga-powerusa.com.
Okay. So hope you folks got that. We're going to print it on the screen.
Welcome to.
Sorry, I was gonna count. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to SEMA, Mr. Truck.
Okay.